What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will have the latest updates on Liverpool's transfer dealings. And Liverpool, according to Matteo Moretto, who is a very reliable journalist, he is as reliable as Fabrizio Romano when it comes to transfer news because he has very good connections in Italy. He is Italian of course, and he's reporting that Liverpool and Liverpool's transfer guys will meet with Matteo Bennacer's agent and representatives in late December, early January. Ismail Bennacer, who is an Algerian international footballer, he is having a brilliant season for AC Milan. I think he's an even better defensive midfielder than Amrabat, who had a great World Cup at Morocco. And by the way, let me know in the comments below who will win the World Cup final, which is today. Argentina against France. Konate is in line to start that game, but the Messi storyline is so strong. I want Argentina to win the World Cup, but let me know who do you want to win the World Cup in the comments below and who will win the World Cup. My prediction is a 2-1 Argentina win. So AC Milan have been in contract talks with Bennacer because his contract expires in like 18 months and he's due a pay rise, but Liverpool want to meet Bennacer's agent and will meet Bennacer's representatives because they are very interested in the player. And Bennacer's transfer value is around 40 million euros, which is around 35 million pounds. And if he doesn't sign a contract extension with AC Milan, then Bennacer is very likely to move either in the January or in the summer transfer window, because if AC Milan don't sell him in the summer, then they risk losing him for absolutely nothing next season. His main position is the defensive midfield position, but he can play as a center midfielder and as an attacking midfielder as well. He's only 25 years old, sorry. He was 25 on December the 1st, and actually he is the perfect age when it comes to a midfielder. That's when you enter your prime if you are a midfielder at 25. And nothing has been signed, and that's why Liverpool intends to meet the agent of Bennacer before January and explain the project. That's what the report is saying by Matteo Moretto. Bennacer recently changed his agent and he's now represented by Enzo Raiola, who is Mino Raiola's cousin. And Liverpool of course will try to convince Bennacer to change his mind and not sign a new contract with AC Milan. And of course it will be up to Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massara to put an end to the rumors and convince Bennacer to sign a new contract. But I think even if Bennacer gets a really good wage offer from AC Milan, it's very tempting for him to go to Liverpool, where he could be, of course, furthering his career. AC Milan is a brilliant club. They are fighting for the Serie A title. They are in the last 16 of the Champions League, but they are not as big as Liverpool at the moment, and also they are probably not able to offer as high wages as Liverpool could offer to Bennacer. And what I love about Bennacer is he's not an injury-prone player. He already played 23 games for club and country, scoring 1 goal and 1 assist this season, but goal scoring is not his main forte. That's not his main responsibility. Last season he played 40 games, the previous season he played 30 games, the season before that he played 35 games, and he wasn't always the first choice starting midfielder for AC Milan, but he's having a quite brilliant season for AC Milan this year. And also if you look at his injury record, last season he only missed 5 games through injuries. The previous season he had quite a few longer injuries. He missed around 25 games, through injuries last season. But before that, he has no injury record. I mean, he hasn't missed any games through injuries, so that's very, very encouraging as well. And he also has international football experience. He only represented Algeria 44 times, scoring 2 goals in the process. And he won the Africa Cup of Nations with Algeria in 2019. He also won the Serie A with AC Milan in the 21-22 season. So those are also very, very encouraging things, that he already has silverware, he already knows how to win trophies and titles. And Bennacer has a quite interesting background. He was born in France, but his father is from Morocco and his mother is from Algeria. So after representing the France youth teams, he decided to switch his international allegiance and represent Algeria internationally, and I think that was a brilliant decision, because I'm not sure he would get into the France team even now when he's at the peak of his career, but he won the Africa Cup of Nations with Algeria, so he already won an international trophy, and he signed for AC Milan in 2019 from Empoli, where he actually won the Italian second division, so he already has 2 league titles to his name, and he signed for AC Milan for 60 million euros plus bonuses. He signed a 5-year contract in 2019, so that expires in 2024, so not next summer but the summer after that, so at the end of next season. And his style of play is very interesting. He's a dynamic, tenacious, very energetic midfielder who is versatile. He's left-footed as well, and Liverpool don't have a lot of left-footed midfielders in their ranks. He is a highly promising prospect in modern football, maybe even more than a prospect. He's now a full-fledged, very, very good, if not world-class player. And Bennacer is capable of playing in several midfield positions, as I already mentioned. His main role has been at AC Milan as a deep-lying playmaker in a holding midfield role, and also he sometimes played as an attacking midfielder, sometimes played as a box-to-box center midfielder. His main characteristics are his speed, his vision, his intelligence, his composure, dribbling skills, passing technique. He's also known for his ability to transition from defense into attack. And what you also have to consider is that, yes, right now Liverpool have a lot of midfielders, but we are not extending the contract of Oxlade-Chamberlain, of Naby Keita, of James Milner. There could be potentially another midfielder leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Arthur, he's only on loan, and Arthur's agent said that he doesn't want to go back to Juventus and play there because Allegri will be the manager. So Arthur either wants to sign for Liverpool for another season on loan, or he wants Liverpool to sign him permanently. But because Arthur will only come back in February, he will have a little time and only just a few months to convince Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool that Liverpool need to sign him. And I don't think that's enough time, especially because Arthur probably won't start a lot of games for Liverpool in the crunch time of the season between February and at the end of the May. That's the crunch time of the season. That's when you need every point. You need to win every game. Of course, Liverpool need to win every game all season long, but you don't have the League Cup anymore. In February, probably only the final if Liverpool get there. You don't have, maybe you can play in against some smaller teams in the FA Cup, but not a lot of playing time available for Arthur. And the agent of Arthur said this: as far as next season is concerned, we will finish the current one and then we will see what happens. There isn't a real right of the redemption for Arthur, but obviously by Allegri continuing at Juventus, we will have to find a solution. So if Liverpool wanted to renew the loan or make an offer for Arthur, they would find fertile ground, which means that's a metaphor, which means that Arthur would love to stay at Liverpool beyond the summer. And also Liverpool will most likely sign one midfielder at least in the January transfer window, and we will most likely sign another 2 midfielders in the summer transfer window, maybe even more. We are linked with so many midfielders, it's absolutely crazy. Every day loads of articles are popping up, and I will try to keep you guys as up to date as possible on this channel. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you stay up to date with the Liverpool transfer news stories. So at the moment, of course, Bennacer is not a priority signing for Liverpool. That's Enzo Fernandez and Jude Bellingham, but we have to keep all our irons in the fire. So if we miss out on one of our top targets, we need options further along the line. We need second, third, fourth transfer targets, transfer options. That's why Liverpool want to meet with the agent of Bennacer, and if Bennacer is very keen to sign for Liverpool, we could agree a pretty modest transfer fee with AC Milan. And Liverpool need a lot of midfielders, and signing Bennacer for like 30-35 million pounds wouldn't be the worst idea in my opinion. Also, there is very encouraging news from Adrien Grenier who is a France journalist, he said that Didier Deschamps is considering starting Konate in central defense against Argentina in the World Cup final. The Liverpool player was one of the starters during the tactical setup on a Saturday, and of course, because Upamecano was out with illness against Morocco, Konate started. He had a brilliant game, and even though Deschamps probably prefers the Upamecano-Varane centre-back partnership for France, Konate, I think, deserves to start that World Cup final, and I would love to see Konate play a World Cup final. It's not many times that you see a Liverpool player play a World Cup final. I remember Fernando Torres playing for Spain, winning the World Cup. That's why I'm having the World Cup winning jersey of Spain on me, and let's hope that Konate can repeat the feat with France. It would be amazing. And also, I think the last time was like in the 1960s when an international team defended the World Cup title and won it twice in a row in 4 years. I think it was Brazil in 1958 and 62, and since then no team has won the World Cup back-to-back in 2 World Cups in a row. So France have a big challenge on their hands, of course, because Argentina and Messi would be absolutely heartbroken. This could be Argentina's and Messi's second World Cup final loss in like 8 years, I think. They lost to Germany in 2014, where Mario Götze won the final for Germany in extra time, and that was heartbreaking for Argentina and Messi, and that's why I'm leaning towards Argentina and Messi winning the World Cup just for the storyline. And also Messi deserves to win a World Cup for his amazing achievements in world football. And Andy Robertson also admitted that he's pretty frustrated that many people only look at the transfer fee of a striker when they are judging him, and if Darwin Núñez doesn't score like 30 goals this season, some people will banned him as a failure, even though I think he's doing very, very well. And this is what Andy Robertson said: for me, when you look at the stats and what Darwin Núñez has done so far, I think he has been pretty successful so far. I get why people fixate on transfer fees and stuff like that, but for us as players it's frustrating because we don't decide the transfer fees. I don't sit here and I say I am an X million pound player or whatever. It's just what price the club is willing to pay for you. So for us as players, we forget about the money. That's up to the clubs, up to the agents to sort out the transfer fees, and we can't control that as players. And obviously when you have a big price tag on your head, with the way football works, there is expectations and things like that. And I think Darwin Núñez has scored quite a few goals and he has looked the part. He has 11 goal contributions in 18 appearances across all competitions so far. And yes, he started the season pretty slow. His red card didn't help him getting integrated into the team, but now he's really up to speed. He's scoring goals, getting assists, and playing with a lot of certainty, a lot of fun, and also a lot of quality. So let's hope that he will start the second half of the season on fire and bang in a lot of goals for Liverpool, at least until Jota and Luis Diaz get back, and then we can share the goal scoring burden between all our forward players. But at the moment, Salah and Darwin Núñez are the two players, and Bobby Firmino, who need to score a lot of goals for Liverpool, because we don't really have a midfielder who we can rely on to score 10-15 goals. That's why I would love to see the likes of Jude Bellingham and Enzo Fernandez being brought in to Liverpool, because I think they could easily score 10-15 goals each season when they play for Liverpool. And that's it for today's video. Enjoy the World Cup final, and I will be back with a World Cup final review video after the final is played. I have one of my best friends coming over later today, so I might not upload the video straight after the World Cup final finishes, but maybe a few hours later. But check back in the evening to my channel to catch my review of the World Cup final and my reaction. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.